Today, Sunny and I worked on establishing a marker word, helping him work on his name, us establishing a good training rapport, and even having fun working on things like a touch targeted cue. Yes, good boy, where he's coming to a certain point. Oh, I know. We have to wait, he's chewing. Yes, good boy, to kind of target his attention to us in a different kind of way. Puppies can be really energetic, and it helps to have different things in your tool belt to call when you need them to get his attention. One thing being his name. Name, the way that I teach it to dogs, is to turn in my direction when I call it. When we don't mean to have them do anything, I would suggest you use puppy or any kind of pet name that you might have for them. To teach this, you touch a treat to their nose after they're finished eating something. Call their name, Sunny. Yes. When they turn over in your direction, mark, praise, good boy, and reward. Praise can be a really helpful tool to not just make his rewards more well-rounded, but they can be a bridge to when you're reaching for a treat to reward him with afterwards. Now, when he gets better and better, we should hopefully be able to just call his name, Sunny. Yes, and he'd be able to turn in our direction. Don't get too stuck on if it's eye contact or not. That's something that we practice separately, and it's something that we'll call along the way too, but name is really just, hey, I want you to check in with me, so that way I can let you know to do what the rest of what I need you to do is, rather. To work on focus cues like eye contact, it can help on our side of things to have him kind of in one spot, so trying to get him into an SIT. Still working on that, so we'll lure him into it, and we'll bring his attention from here with a treat up to our eyes. It's a little distracted, we'll go a little slower. Yes, good boy. He's able to make eye contact for a split second. Yes, mark, praise, reward, all that good stuff. Yes, good boy. It can be hard with such a small dog to not lean in to try and get it sooner. Try your best to get it from an upright position. I'm kneeling down because it helps me work with him and also film in this space. But what we want to do is really be able to bring his attention from down here up to here. When we're using treats, we eventually want to fade them out. And the way that you can do that is fading it out for eye contact. Yes, good boy. He knows that other hand comes with treats. So practice with different ones, but do make sure that you keep it consistent at the beginning. So that way, yes, he feels consistent and successful with what he's done. We also worked on a touch cue where we target his focus to a point in our body. You can teach this by rubbing a stinky treat onto a certain point. I use the center of my hand as I call for touch. Yes. This is his chance to interact with us, so let him come to you. It's easier to have it much closer to him at the beginning, so it's easy for him to make that connection. Touch. Yes, good boy. Mark, praise, reward. Touch. Sorry. Yes, good boy. He's probably only got about 6 teeth, so chewing can sometimes take him some time. That's okay. If you ever need to, just charge your hand again with some more stink if you feel like his focus is starting to veer off. We also worked on him learning how to adjust his body. So I helped him learn a stand cue, where he's able to get up out of a sat or down position in a more dedicated way. This can really help with grooming. So start by luring him into an SIT. Take a treat to his nose, slowly pull it out at mouth level. Yes, marking and rewarding when he's up on all 4 feet, just like that. We even had fun. We don't want to just get him up and at him, we want to get him up and moving. So we worked on, yeah, it's right here, buddy. Practicing some spins, teaching him how to use his body. He's a pretty stocky guy and he always will be, but it will help him in the long run to learn how to use his body when he's been taught to control it. So this can be one way. When you're teaching this to your pup, you want to take a treat to your pup's nose, nice and stinky. You want to have that lure be at their mouth level. We're teaching them to follow a lure, so if it's too high, they might jump. If it's too low, they might get a little too low to the ground. We want to make the circle be, hey bud, nice and big. Is that not a good enough one? That's okay. There we go. Nice and big, even though he's a small fella. He is spatially sensitive and he's learning how to adjust himself. So giving him a little bit of space is gonna help him be able to, again, be successful. And the better he gets, he'll be able to tighten up that movement, and we'll have a lot of fun seeing him dance around, get up from settled positions. And it can be fun teaching a pup how to learn and live, and tricks can be one way. And so that's what we worked on today. We're gonna do a little bit more next time, get him used to some walking equipment, and next time that'll be our